Alright, welcome back to yet another Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 episode, and we're just gonna fast travel to here and we'll see what happens.
What the fuck are you doing here? Get lost if you value your life.
Commander Cat sends his regards.
What?
By God's will, die!
You want to try me?
All yours! For glory!
I surrender! I surrender!
Oh, so that's that. That wasn't too much of a challenge, but I wasn't really expecting much of a challenge. Well, whatever, I'm not really even gonna bother looting them. Though I am still a little curious as to what might be here. So... Ooh. That looks nice. And that was just what we needed. So that wagon is empty then. Yep. Alright then, I guess that's about it. Short and sweet. Let's see the charter. I wonder if that's sealed or not. I'm gonna save just in case, like I don't wanna fuck up a quest and open a letter if I'm not supposed to. Ah. I see. I guess while I'm here I might as well ask about these side quests, because it's kind of out of the way.
Go!
So I'd rather find out and get them now.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Noble sir.
Good afternoon.
Hey, hashtag.
Cut the foolery, Henry.
What happened?
They stole Von I'm a dead.
You mean...
No.
Eh?
I, his bloody horse. They.
Alright, I understand.
Easy for you to say, but it all falls on my head. Once it gets out...
I'm sure it won't.
Oh, you're sure?
I'd like.
It won't be that hard. I caught them in the act of breaking into the others, hightailed.
And the one you caught.
Well, at first he didn't want to. While he was still...
What?
It was an accident. I wanted to hand him over. I suppose I'll...
Well,
Keep it to yourself, all right? If you help me,
what if the
that won't be. It's von Berghoff's horse, and everybody... I'm more afraid they'll try... If only...
Fine.
The woods are thick north of here. I reckon you'll have...
We'll see what.
Thanks.
Alright.
What's.
Nothing. If you're looking for a job...
I see. So that's just as fuck as always. Oh, but it disappeared from here also, so I guess that's the only quest in here. That's fine.
What are you doing here?
Oh, nothing, I'm just yanking your pizzle. Oh well.
Ka! Ka!
Yeah. I just hope I don't fall off a cliff or anything like that.
Go! Quick!
Go, go, go.
Ka! Quick! Ka! Ka!
So, somewhere in here, eh?
Ka!
Is there anything on the map? No, not really. No enemy camp or anything? Oh, there you are.
Piss off, or I'll pull you off that horse and break your limbs.
Piss off!
Just you wait. I'll...
Do it! No, you don't! Too slow!
Where's the archer? There you are.
Fuck you. You want to try me?
No, you. Oh, that wasn't too bad, was it? Hardly point stealing anything from them. Guess I might take that, if anything. Common longsword. Ugh. Ooh, that's a very nice horse.
Go! Ka! Go!
That's the first time I'm seeing a horse be just all around better than Pebbles. Let's see, yep.
Ka!
Oh, those are hares.
Quick!
Kuniwabits.
Quick! Quick! Gah! Quick! Go! Gah! Go!
My respects.
I've got good news.
I don't. Henry, thank. If not for you,
Well,
and I appreciate. And if you ever want.
I will.
All right.
What's new?
Nothing. If you look.
All right. So that's all from here. I guess we could go and ask at Bielani while we are here. Burger. I heard a kitty.
My respects.
I wish packs.
What will it be?
Do you need help?
I don't. But if you're not afraid anyway.
What do you mean?
Rumour has it some strumpet shacked up with him, and we haven't seen. As they say, if you want to see an old man act the fool, head southward. It's a huge mill in the middle.
Thanks.
So I guess that'll clear up both. Oh, so that's a separate quest. Right. That's the meal then.
Greetings.
Certainly. Have no fear.
God bless you.
What's going on?
Nothing much. If you're looking for it.
I see, so you are completely worthless as well. I shouldn't be surprised. Oh, we can sleep less, we'll be fast traveling anyway. Alright then. So that's the one. Oh, and there's also one in Visoka. But we'll do that later. Okay, I kind of want to push the main story and see what happens. We've been doing nothing but side quests for quite a long time now.
Go! Quick! Quick!
I agree, I do have a beautiful horse. Pebbles, my good old Pebbles.
You really won't have anything to drink?
You know it is forbidden for me.
What bodyguard would care if someone has a drink?
The kind who cares about people's health.
It's peculiar, even so. I just don't understand anything anymore.
I've come about that.
Have you got it?
Yes.
My Christ, Henry. All them men couldn't find it, and you just... And the soldiers who were taking it to Sedlitz?
Aye. But they weren't planning to go to Sedlitz. They deserted.
Horsons. Where are they now? What did you do with them?
I took care of them. They got what they deserved.
Well, well. He might look like a stripling, but he's anything but. Nice work. That's your mission accomplished, then. You're one of us from now on, Henry. Here, take our Waffenrock and wear it with pride. And you know what? I think you should get paid right now.
So we can move out from the camp at last?
First things first. You know the first thing he gets... Musa, did you hear that? Henry here found us that stupid document.
And he dealt with the traitors. Perhaps even too well for my taste.
Let them rot it.
And what now? Will you head...
The sooner the better. Don't tell me you'll miss me.
It is just that you have not finished telling me the story of George and the dragon.
Really? All right, but telling a story. You too, Henry.
As you command, sir.
Long live the pro... At last, I don't have to drink alone.
Alcohol and gambling may have their uses, but they are also sinful. I mean, look at yourself. A man should have 4 humors in his body. But you have replaced them all with alcohol.
You're no saint yourself. I've heard from the bathhouse wenches how you can't take your eyes off them.
Every creature is beautiful and noble, for Allah created them thus. I'm just admiring his work.
You've got a way with words, I'll give you that. All the more reason I don't understand.
I simply...
But I fucking do. So come on,
Nah, why not?
That's the spirit.
Careful, friend. Winning money of the cap...
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side.
Sure. You can keep on hoping, buddy.
That'll do me. Roll. These ones here. Like this. Damn it. They're yours, lad. You must have a...
Shit! How could I have lost?
Glory to the victors, honor to the defeated.
You bet I will. And now for a...
We are drinking for 16 hours straight. Damn. You sure this game isn't taking place in Poland instead?
And so St. George hops on his white steed and he rides to the lake where he sees a huge mountain with a cave at the bottom. Stench of sulfur, it's wafting from it. And so he shouts at the top of his lungs into the cave and says, "Come out, dragon! I challenge you to a fight!" And so, all of a sudden, the mountain moves, and massive dragon looks down at George and says, Sir Knight, I accept your challenge, but why the fuck are you shouting up my arse? I love that, sir. Up his arse.
Sir, you have to come with me quickly. The surgeon too.
Can't you see we're in the middle of serious debate?
No, please, come quickly, before it's too late.
What's going on?
This is Chatan. He leads the Cumans.
He has been stabbed. Tuts bezeni. Kitchen alto est.
Who did it?
We will not get anything out of him in this state. We must get him to the infirmary before he bleeds to death.
Well, someone, please explain to me what the fuck is going on here.
They said they just found him like this.
These two, they were on guard in the tower, and out of the blue they heard a scream.
When his men find out about this, we'll be lucky to not end up in the same position as him.
We've got to move him quickly. He's in plain sight here.
Quick, before it's too late.
I'll help you with him. You two, go to the gate. Don't let anyone in. You got it? What are your orders, Lord of Burblaka?
What do you think? Catch the bastard who did it!
Well, that never would have occurred to me.
Don't make me mad. If your men had done their sentry duty properly, we could...
I'll deal with Aldebert and Radovan, don't you worry. But now we have to do something.
All right. You search this place, and I...
Right now? What good can you do there?
Do what I said, and don't concern yourself with me.
Fine. So, Shurtan's at death's door. Musa is up to his elbows in his guts. Grosov won't... I'd like to hear...
Well, the most important thing is to keep this hushed up.
It's true. Doesn't take much to get that Cuman rabble's blood up. I don't want it. We're gonna have to sort this out. Being a commander here is a right... soldiering was different in my day. No. You know what, Sophie? I'm gonna go and take care of something in my tent for a while. And you take...
What am I supposed...
I don't know. Anything. Maybe you'll find some clue. Fucking drinking until we're all slaughtered.
Catherine was right. I'll never get such a massive cannon out of here. I have to get Cats to move it out of the camp somehow. And lo and behold, where might this trail of blood lead to? Why would anyone throw away a lockpick here? Could it be I'm not the only one looking to make mischief here? Aha. So this is most likely where they use the lockpick. Oh, there's powder all over the place. One spark and the whole store would be blown sky high. Are the soldiers really so lax? Or could there be more to it than that?
Ah, yes. Rock solid cloth. Perfect.
Someone washed off some blood here. A dagger in a pool of blood. Jesus, that must be the one Chertan was stabbed with. But there's nothing special about it. It's the kind ordinary soldiers carry. Trying to find its owner will probably be futile. Well, well. So the watchmen were boozing instead of watching.
Boozing and whoring and boozing and whoring.
I'm surprised you're still standing. You must have drunk an entire cask.
Ah, you're right, my friend. I drank all I could drink. I'm still thirsty.
Well, I'm not sure if I can find anything else.
Was it you who...
Aye.
I need to ask you a couple of...
I don't know nothing.
You really didn't see anything? You're standing...
Are you deaf?
No, I believe you. But that only tells me you were...
Well,
What's possible?
It's possible.
Oh, crap.
No! We'd have noticed if anything happened there. But
What did you do when you...
it all happened so fast.
Crow?
Aye. He heard the racket and came to see what was going on. Now, if it wasn't for him, Chertan would have bled to death there.
Before the murder, doing something with the lock.
Nobody went up there the whole night.
There were two...
Him. The best in the whole camp. Always the things I'd never have dreamt of some of them.
How did you...
We heard yelling, so we went, and there was Chertan, crawling in pool of the blood and...
How did you find...
I remember we heard someone yelling, so we ran...
Have you noticed anyone suspicious?
There's always someone going in and out. But, in fact, everyone who has access came to the place where Chertan was lying.
As far as I know, there were two of you on guard duty.
Him? God's teeth. He's the most annoying...
Anyone can be a bit of a...
But he never stops banging on about the most run-of-the-mill things. I try to tell him I'm not fucking interested. Between you and me, it's quite a relief that this business with Chertan...
Well, I don't think there's much more to be found. Yeah. I'd say that's about all.
Right.
Did you find...
I noticed that the powder store is
No, it fucking can't. Unless Chertan wanted to spice up his porridge in the middle of the night, it looks...
Again?
It's already happened once or twice that someone went to steal powder. That's why we had it moved. Maybe Chertan disturbed the thief on the job and he started waving a...
But why would anyone steal...
How about because it's fucking expensive? You'd be surprised you'd happily take it off your hands. In Corinthia, I met this bloke who used black powder to blow up cliffs. You make a hole, pour in the powder, cover it up. He did pretty well for himself. But in the end, a fly. But this isn't the time. Let's go to the infirmary instead and take a look at Chertan.
Where the fuck have you been all this time? While you lot have been playing with cocks up there, Chertan croaked.
What?
That fucking sawbone of yours finished him off, more like. He took one of his pagan potions.
What the hell are you talking?
That's what I'd like to know. Can someone explain what the fuck happened here?
Chetan's dead. Not from his wounds. He was poisoned. Sir Grozav is right about that. But he could not be more wrong about the rest.
How dare you, you foreign dog!
Calm down, sir. Go on, Musa.
When Chetan was brought here, he was bleeding heavily, and his wounds need. Then I gave him some wine to prepare him for treat. But what was not usual was that he started.
I'd bet it was the wine that... There's lots of poisons you could add to it, and nobody would notice.
You are probably...
How come you even have wine here? You keep saying you're not allowed to...
As I said, I give it to wounded men to ease their pain and for certain complaints. At the right dose, it can be very beneficial. It is not all that common in my country, but I follow the teachings of the great scholar Ibn Sina. You Christians know him as Avicenna. I tried other alcohol as well, but drinking mead makes my patients worse. And if I give them beer...
That's enough! Keep an eye on this.
Wait, sir. I have no idea what happened here. Chertan was stabbed first, wasn't he? And Musa was with...
So, he's in league with...
With one of the half-wits here?
Are you sure you're not trying...
I beg your...
Don't try that on me.
I will happily take an oath. I may not be a nobleman like you, but that does...
There's no way Musa is to blame. Even if he wanted to kill Chertan, he must have known that suspicion would...
The lad's right.
Might I...
You can be glad you...
Please, sir. Give me some time, and I will... We won't leave this place until we...
So I'm supposed to let a murderer go and put up with you in my camp meanwhile.
But, sir...
Silence! Musa will remain under guard in his tent. He will not speak to any... And my advice to you two is to sit on your asses and twiddle your thumbs. If word gets out that Chertan's been done in, things will get pretty...
Where do you think you're going, Henry? And talk.
Why did you stop?
I don't even know. Maybe it's because he must have got to know him a bit by now, too, huh?
Well, the most important thing is to help Musa somehow, I reckon.
I'm glad we see eye to eye. That's what I'd like to know. We have to find the real murderer as quickly as possible. But what do I know about that?
What is this?
He's a crown official who makes sure the law is enforced in this land. His people catch and try. Sigismund may not have appointed one yet, but I've heard he's put Stever of Stevers in charge of this kind of thing. And if that's true, and Gorzov brings him here...
Who is this?
A real big cheese, lad. He owns half. You don't get that kind of wealth by being kind.
You really don't have any...
How could I?
But Groz...
There's no way I can get to him. But...
Me?
Who else? I need help. Someone I can trust. And you spent the whole evening with me, so you have to get rid of the guard somehow.
All right. How much time do we have?
I'm not sure. Grozov will most likely write a report. Then he has to decide what to do next, which means sending... I'd say we have...
Well, I know one of the bathhouse wenches.
That's not a bad idea. If you can talk her into it, off you go. And Henry.
All right.
That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to do. That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to do.
Hey, you. Have you done something I should know about?
Greetings. I'm glad we have people like you keeping watch after dusk. My respects.
Thanks. I'm glad someone appreciates it.
Hear what I say about the greatest evil of all, the one called woman.
Preach, king. Wake the fuck up.
We have to talk.
I hope it's important.
Oh, you bet it's important.
All right. You're not involved.
No. But I have to find...
That old sod. He's never...
There's something I need your...
Oh, what?
There's a guard posted outside Moose...
That I could use my... So you rid me of one pig.
I wouldn't ask.
All right, then. I'll try and lure him to the bathhouse. I hope he won't...
Well, I hope you get to it sooner rather than later. So Musa is in here. Oh, let me save.
Henry?
Nah, to hell with Grozov. Katz believes you didn't do it. We have to...
I truly appreciate that. Tinge Sireye.
What?
It is a proverb from my country. It means...
Well, we'll straighten them all out. Don't worry. What happened when you brought Chert?
I already told you everything. We laid him on the table. Crow went. Then I gave him some wine to drink. Soon after.
And what happened next?
Then the noble lord of Borumlaka.
Did Cheriton say anything before?
He tried to, but my Hungarian is not as good as I thought.
What about that one?
Lord Grozov poured it away in anger before you arrived, so that I could...
He poured it away? When it could have helped?
Evidence that here in Bohemia you will drink, even vinegar. It smelt and looked the same. Perhaps it was a...
Where was the wine from?
A bathhouse maid brought it to me along with my clean laundry. Catherine.
Catherine?
Absolutely. But I doubt that she was mixed up in this. Chertan was not the wine must have been poisoned.
All right.
I have done some thinking about that. After all, the best thing would be to investigate the poison. Every poison has different effects. If we discover what poison was used on Chertan...
How can we identify?
That is not hard. I examine the dead body. I find the symptoms of the poison. That is...
And could I help? I may not be as learned as you, but...
Excellent, my friend. Maybe the first thing to do is to go to Chetan's corpse. You must remember everything that looks... In the infirmary, you'll find a chest. Take from it my almanac of poisons and compare what you saw. You can read.
Aye.
Excellent. The chest is locked.
You have a whole book?
I bought it on my way here, in Moravia. But please, do not mention it to anyone.
Right. Who do you think killed Cheriton?
I have no idea. But who do you think is the prime...
What about Stephen?
And he carried Chertan to the infirmary with me.
Well?
I think it must be someone from here. And I would bet that it was one of us. And because it cannot be you, me, or Katz. That leaves Grozov. Someone should question them all.
Well,
I am very grateful.
Shall we go then?
All right. Well, it's not like that moose is going anywhere.
Well, she is a bit late, but still.
You'd be long gone. Thank you for the offer. But look at me, and even if I did get away by some miracle, they would punish you.
Oh, the stuff, all of that is in there. All right.
A bit chilly.
That could have been Bane then.
Right, I've learned something about poisons. Now I should examine Chertan's...
Well, I'm either guessing the kiss of death or the first one.
Right, Holy Mary, Mother of God, don't let me miss anything. And from... He looks a bit ruddy. I can't see anything strange. I suppose the murderer surprised him. And didn't... He coughed up some blood, all right. But he also threw his gut... That's a nasty... But why would someone kill him in the most heavily guarded part of the camp? Instead... Several stab wounds in the belly. All close together. The murderer definitely knew what he was doing. Though... Almost everything is covered in blood. I can't see anything ripped or sliced off. Whoever killed him doesn't... He looks horribly rigid and contorted. He must have died... Nothing strange here except the stiffness and broken nails. Could he have dug his nails into the table when the spasm started? And what's this here? Something that looks like warts. But did the poison cause them? Or was he a filthy pig? Completely... Christ. I've heard it happens to the dead, but that much? That'll have to do. He had spasms. He shot himself, warts or lesions on his hands, as red as a poppy. I mustn't forget anything.
Alright.
I read that book of yours.
What do you mean? You think far?
Oh, I thought I thought I'm just gonna tell him the symptoms. But then... Alright, what was the piece of death? So red. The balls in both hands. Okay, so he shot himself. Stephen's nails break. Alright, so that has to be the kiss of death. Basically, it has to be.
The potion is called Kiss of Death.
This name means nothing to me. But if you think the symptoms are the same, are you sure it was that poison? Well then...
Absolutely certain.
All right. I have no... Now, we can only hope that the murderer has not had time to get it.
But you said that the suspects are Grozav, Crow, and the two guards.
Wait a moment.
Of course.
First, you should know that I am grateful for what you are doing. Were it not for your investigation, I probably would not be standing. But I cannot stop thinking about how brilliantly you dealt with Mishek. Why would someone with your ability... I do not suspect you of Cheritan's murder. It is all... People have just been sitting around for months here. And all of a sudden...
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Tell me the truth. Who are you?
I don't know what you're talking about. Is this some kind of loyalty test or something? I'm just doing what I'm told to do. Is there something wrong with that?
I have more important things to do than to try to trick you. I am... Who?
All right. I'll try to...
I knew it! I could tell straight away that you were cleverer than...
You're pleased?
It was not my first choice. Or do you think I long to spend half my life in...
How did you come to...
That is a long story. Although the Osmans are not that welcoming to my people, the Sultan at the time... But soon after, we found ourselves at war. Luckily, that is, luckily for me. And I managed to persuade the Sultan to send me to Hungary. I am sure you understand that I did not want to wait for Timur's savages to come. But let us just say that King Sigismund didn't, instead of making me his counselor and...
Well, you could go elsewhere if you don't like it here.
I am grateful to you, my friend. But I must refuse. I have had because I am a total coward. I would be very happy to get away from here, and perhaps... So I think it will be...
You know nothing.
In this conversation...
I better go and search.
Good luck.
Alright. Go through here into the end, basically. It's getting a little late in this episode, but we can still do a little bit, right? Let's save. $1,000 groschen.
Where the hell did a common soldier get so much money? Something stinks here. Oak. And dry as a bone. Mm. The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like roses? Nails. Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt.
Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death.
Alright. I suspected Crow. So.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Just a broom. I doubt that pair of drunks could have killed Chertan even if they wanted to. Ugh. Stinks of vomit. Beautiful, but empty. No poison. For pain, exhaustion, fever, all healing remedies. I wouldn't mind a piece of that.
Oh, can I examine anything else just to cross it off? Guess not. Well. Still, we basically already know that Crow did it, so...
Greetings.
Good to see you, friend.
He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozav's fallen on hard times. At least he hasn't had to sell his armor to buy booze yet. Grozav doesn't strike me as a keen reader. How could anyone drink all this? Oh, that's Valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with Kiss of Death. Or was he?
Yep, he was. 100% sure. Alright, so the only thing left is to search Musa's stand.
I'm in no mood for no messing about. Got it?
No messing around. Well, maybe something around the tent then. Like searching the alchemy bench or something? Nope, not that either. So, I've got no clue what else I could search here. A boot? Or... like, I really have no idea what else I could look for here. There's nothing else I could examine here, honestly.
There's nothing here. Moose is definitely not to blame.
Yeah, exactly. Well then, let's just skip the time and...
What are you doing here? It hasn't been safe around here as of late.
Greetings. I'm glad we have people like you keeping watch after dusk. My respects.
I wonder what he has in his fancy chest. Huh. Oh well, just some groschen. But he does have nice stuff, I agree. Well... we just wait. Alright.
Well then, gentlemen. I understood from your letter roughly what happened, and I trust we can settle the matter quickly and quietly. But before we get started, I have to say you've disappointed me, Sir Grosov. King Sigismund placed his trust in you, but you don't seem to be up to the task.
That's not true. I took a few tattered tents and turned them into a proper military camp. Everything here is as it should be.
Only your soldiers seem to die from time to time, eh?
There are always problems, but as you can see, I can deal with them. We caught Musa of Mali in the act. You just need to pronounce judgment.
Musa is innocent.
Christ, Henry, be... And who might you...
That is Henry, sir. One of my best soldiers. He just doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut.
Let him speak, then. I'm sure he has some... Tell me, lad.
Well, that's simple, sir.
That doesn't prove it.
Do you think I stabbed him?
Musa of Mali will...
Katz and the boy were drunk. Musa could easily have disappeared for a while.
I find that... But if it wasn't...
Chertam was killed by our corporal. Stephen.
What?
Me? Fucking hell, then.
Crow?
That's right, sir. He's Katz's right-hand man. I bet they're both mixed up.
Nobody asked, but I am. And start at the beginning.
Crow broke in and was going to set fire to it. But Chertan caught him in the act.
Set fire to it?
There was powder scattered all over. Crow scattered the powder.
Anyone could have done...
Stop! Listening to peasants like you two is what happened next. You...
Yes, sir. There, I get...
It seems someone...
Crow definitely poisoned the wine. Maybe...
It is not impossible. I had to go and...
You're not gonna take this serious. Ha! Even if that happened...
You brewed it yourself. I found rosewater, nails, and oak bark in your tent. Stuff used to brew a poison called Kiss of Death. And that's exactly what was used.
You fucker! I don't have any of those things!
That's it. I've heard all I need to know. Katz, I hereby convict that corporal of yours for murder.
What?
Zagrosov, have a gallows erected.
Leave me alone!
Don't make this...
You whoresons! You're mine! Ah!
Well, Lord Stieberitz, I'd say we've cleared everything up.
True. Get rid of the body outside the camp. He doesn't... And I apologize to you.
My head will remain on my shoulders.
You needn't have been afraid of that. Your sort get hanged. It's a waste of a blade.
I wouldn't laugh so much if I were you. You aren't up to running the camp. Under these circumstances, I can't let you remain here unsupervised.
What? I didn't do anything.
Exactly. And look where your inaction brought us. I will take command for the moment.
You can't do that.
Indeed, I can. And much more besides. I will live in the royal tent. I'm sure cats will be happy to leave it to me.
It's all yours. We won't be staying much longer anyway, will we, Henry?
As you command.
Then I do command, soldier.
Have I got time to stop by the baths?
All right, but hurry. I don't intend to make the journey in the dark just because you want to dip your wick one last time.
Alright. And that's that for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.